What's up, you guys? ASD Classified here with another review of Power Rangers Super Samurai. I don't even know what episode this is. I mean, I don't pay that much attention to Samurai anymore. And I missed like the last couple of reviews. I mean, there wasn't that much for me to say. I mean, Stroke of Fate, it was not that impressive. Decker got his sword back and betrayed Serrator, and then Serrator started spouting off unclever dialogue. Like, Serrator had like the best dialogue. That's why I liked him so much. And then when he's about to die, he acts like a regular old monster, spewing out the corniest of lines. And I mean the corniest. And then we had Dayu going through the episode talking about, oh, Decker, if you only knew the truth. Well, Heifer, how about you just tell him? Like, oh my gosh, it's like, she kept doing it. I think she said it at least twice, like, oh, if only Decker knew the truth. Well, just tell him. There's no reason that you have not told him. I mean, if there was some clever writing, you could come up with one. I could make up one in like 5 seconds. In fact, I have. Like, how about, Dayu is afraid to tell Decker because if she tells him the truth, she's afraid that he'll hate her because she's kind of responsible for him being cursed. So that could be a good reason why she hasn't told him. But, you know, lazy writing and etc. We've been through the reasons why Samurai sucks. So, and that Halloween special, the only thing that I have to say to that is, how dare they? How dare they? Shame on everybody involved in that. Shame. So anyway, the new episode, Fight Fire with Fire, so it starts off with Jaden training as he's known to do, and then he gets a letter, and the letter is written in symbol power, I mean Japanese, and I'm just assuming that it says that the real Red Ranger is returning, and you bitches better prepare for her arrival. So yeah. So Jaden is all like, oh, so now the other Rangers will know my secret, and I'm sure that the majority of the viewing audience has forgotten that he's had a secret since this season has been going on for eons, and they barely mention it, but, you know, that's besides the point. So, in this episode, Octoru summons this female Nylok and gives her this, like, fire weapon, and the weapon is specifically made to kill the Red Ranger because he has the Shiba fire. So when the weapon hits the Red Ranger, it like reacts with his symbol power of fire, and it hurts him and kills him from the inside out and stuff like that. So the monster was constantly hurting Jaden and really injured him pretty badly, but Jaden managed to destroy the monster in her first form, and then she grew to giant size, and Jaden was like knocked the fuck out, couldn't move or anything like that. So the other Rangers took it to the Zors and tried to fight this monster, and then the real Red Ranger showed up. Female Red Ranger that everybody has been waiting for. What's the face? Lauren, whatever. Yeah, she showed up and she made quick work of the monster using the Jaden's Lion Sword. And yeah, female Red Ranger. That's such a rarity, you know, if you didn't know that. Okay, so we have this female Red Ranger, Lauren, and we find out that she's Jaden's big sister, okay, and she has the sealing power. And then, you know, the other Ranger's like, well, where the hell has she been this whole time? And, you know, they go back to the Shiba house, and the useless mentor explains everything, basically, like, during the invasion where their parents fought, Jaden's father had planned this whole thing out that he would use the imperfect sealing symbol to, you know, temporarily seal Master Xandri, and then during this time they would hide like the oldest child away from the Nylox, because they didn't even know, the Nylox didn't know about Lauren at all. So they hid her from everybody so that she could train to learn the sealing symbol, and Jaden's duty was to lead the team until Lauren comes back with the sealing character. Okay, so now everybody is in on the secret, you know, we know who Lauren is, etc., etc. So, yeah, and I actually like Lauren. I like that, you know, she was relating to Jaden, talking about how lonely, you know, both of them must have been, like, keeping secrets and crap. And she's happy to be there, and she finally wants to be, you know, family with her brother, and she wants to be family, like, with his friends as well. I really like that. But, you know, Jaden, is just ruining the whole moment. Like, and this is where, like, I really was not feeling the direction of the episode. So in Jaden's warped mind, because Lauren is back and she has mastered the sealing character, there's no need for him to be there anymore. So he just wants Lauren to take over the team, and he's just gonna go away somewhere, I guess emo land or something. And this is stupid. Okay, this is very stupid. All right, and it's stupid because they're copying Shinkanger and they're copying it all types of wrong. Okay, Samurai does that all the time, so it's nothing new. But it's really just aggravating here. Like, seriously, in the Japanese version, his Jaden's Japanese counterpart Takeru, he was like a shadow basically. He wasn't a part of the Shiba family at all. He was a shadow. He was like a body double basically. It was a full blown lie. Like, everybody, like his rangers, they thought he was their lord, the one that they grew up to serve and protect, and they found out that he wasn't, and it was in fact this princess who was really in charge of everything. So that's different, and they had traditions. Like, he's not really the one in charge. He's a nobody. So Takeru was having an identity crisis at that point. He had a right to be emo. He had an identity crisis because he's a nobody technically. So he left because of that. And besides, like, they were forcing him out anyway. Not the Rangers, but the princess's mentor, Tomba, he was forcing him out because of tradition and everything. So there was a lot of things connected to why the Japanese Red Ranger left. Here, there's nothing forcing him to leave because Jaden is still a part of the Shiba family, and according to this episode, Jaden could potentially learn the sealing character himself because anybody in the Shiba family can learn it potentially. So there's no point in him leaving. There's nothing really forcing him out. There's nothing that says that two Red Rangers can't serve. It's just stupid and bad writing and copying Japanese plot points that don't work here. And you notice how everybody was happy and not making a big deal about this except Jaden. Like, if Lauren doesn't have a problem with it and she's supposed to be the head of the Shiba family, then just listen to her and do what she say and just stay on the team. He was the only one making a big deal out of this, talking about I need to go, I need to leave and stuff. And then he said like, oh, my team is too loyal to me, so they might make a mistake. Like, what? They're too loyal to you, so they're not going to protect your sister? What the hell? The stuff doesn't make sense, and I'm tired of it. And at most, if you really felt like you couldn't fight alongside the Rangers, then at least stay on as a mentor. I mean, Lord knows Mentor G isn't doing a damn thing, and and you know how to lead these people better than anybody. So it's like, oh man, this is just stupid. Which I've already said. So yeah, despite protests from the Rangers, Jaden left at the end of this episode and he gave all his powers and weapons to Lauren and stuff. And then the rest of the Rangers were all in emo mode and talking about it's just not the same without Jaden here. And Antonio went to chase after Jaden because he's like, technically I'm not a real samurai, so I can leave and all this other stuff. Whatever. One thing that I did want to mention is that Lauren uses the brush phones, like the Shido phones from the Japanese version. They have like the little brush stick on them, and I like that. And she said it was her father's that he used to use to morph, so I like that. That's cool. Yeah, overall this episode, I don't even know what to rate it at this point. Like, it's so hard to rate samurai episodes at this point because I really don't feel anything for them. I mean, we had a new ranger, a female Red Ranger show up, and I'm still like, nah, because her appearance, it didn't feel that spectacular like it did in the samurai version. I don't know, she just didn't come off as powerful, and maybe because like during her Megazord fight she was spouting off all these damn corny lines and stuff, and it was just lame. But I do like Lauren though, and I like how, you know, she wants to have friends and a family and stuff. But yeah, this episode, mediocre. I don't know 2.5, 3, I don't know, I don't care. What did you guys think of the episode? Let me know in a comment and stuff. So yeah, for those who are watching, thanks, and I'm gonna go to sleep. Bye.